I want to tell you something that took me way too long to figure out. The reason your revenue is inconsistent has nothing to do with your strategy. It has everything to do with the rules that were handed to you before you even started a business. And I know that might sound like something you've already heard before, like mindset stuff, vision boards, affirmations. Stay with me because I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the sentences, the actual sentences running in your head when you write down a price. When a dream client asks how much, when you have a great month and then the next month somehow it falls flat and you can't figure out why. Those sentences, they didn't come from you. They were given to you. And they are making decisions in your business right now, whether you realize it or not. Now, I grew up in Dominican Republic, and from the time I was little, I was told exactly how my life was supposed to go. Study, get married, have kids, work hard, keep your head down, be grateful, don't be greedy. And as a woman, your job is to help your husband shine, not you. You stay behind, you make yourself smaller so that he can be bigger. And that is love. And that's what a good woman does. And look, I'm not anti-men. I saw this at home. I also saw it in the movies. I saw it on TV. And I know you've seen at least one of these. Take 101 Dalmatians, for example. Anita is a fashion designer. She has a career, a skill, and a life she's building. And she falls in love with Roger. And slowly but surely, her whole life becomes about him, the dogs, the house, and her career gone. And the movie doesn't even pause on it. It's just what happens. And it's presented like, of course she gave that up. That's what love looks like. How about The Little Mermaid? Ariel literally gives up her voice to be with a man she has never spoken to. Her voice, the thing that makes her her. She trades it away. We watched that as little girls and thought, how romantic. How about Grease? Sandy spells the whole movie trying to fit in, trying to be what she thinks Danny wants. And at the end, she doesn't stay true to herself. She changes everything, her attitude, her clothes, her whole personality. She shows up as someone completely different. And that's a happy ending. She changed herself and she got the guy. We grew up watching women give up their careers, give up their voices, give up their entire identities. And the movie called it a love story. So I took all of that in without realizing because it was never presented as something to question. It was just the way the story goes. So when I started my business, I was already carrying all of it, the rules from home, the rules from the movies, and the unspoken rule that a woman who wants too much is doing something wrong. Here's the problem with these rules. They don't feel like rules. They feel like facts. When I was building my business, I wasn't thinking about any of this. I was just thinking things like, I should be grateful for the clients I have. And that's a fact. I can't charge that much. People will think I'm too much. That's a fact. Who am I to want that? Look where I came from. That's a fact. If I make too much, people will see me differently. That's a fact. My job is to help other people, not get rich. That's a fact. And not one of those is a fact, not one. But every single one of them felt like I was just being real with myself, like I was being smart, like I was being humble in a way that other women weren't, or that I was supposed to be. But here's what these facts were actually doing in my business. They were why I kept lowering my price, why I kept adding free bonuses nobody asked for, because I needed people to feel like they were getting a deal. They were why I had a great month, and then somehow the next month I couldn't replicate it. I wasn't doing it on purpose. The rule was doing it for me. Think about the women you look up to who seem to just keep growing, like they have it together month after month. They have a rough patch and they bounce back. They lose a client and they replace them. Nothing derails them for long. They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They don't have a better offer, a better strategy. They stop running on someone else's rules. Your business cannot grow past what you believe you're allowed to have. A good strategy could give you a great month, but change rules are what make those months consistent. That is what makes them stack. That is the difference between a woman who builds something real and a woman who gets lucky sometimes and can't figure out how to repeat it. And here's the part that got me. When a woman with the right rule loses everything, she's not panicking. She knows how to build it back because the real thing she built is not in her bank account, it's in her. The money just follows. A rule that was given to you can be replaced. by one that you choose. And here's exactly how. Number one, I want you to write down the actual sentences down. Not figure out your beliefs. I want you to write the real sentences, the ones that are actually running in your head. Things like, I don't want people to think I'm greedy. I'm not the type of person who charges that much. I should be grateful for what I already have. Write them exactly like that. Then right next to them, write the sentence you're choosing instead. Not an affirmation, not something fake, a decision. Something like, I charge what my work is worth because this is how I take care of my family. Wanting more is not greed, it's vision. You're not trying to fill it yet. You're writing the new rule down, you're making it real. That's step one. Number two, catch yourself in the moment. There is a moment in every business decision where the old rule shows up. You're about to send a proposal and you lower the number at the last second. You're on a sales call and someone has to take on the price and you immediately discount your offer before they even say no, before they even question it. You get an exciting opportunity and something in you finds three reasons why it probably won't work. That moment right there, that is the rule running. When you catch it, say this: that's not me. That is something that I was taught. And then do one thing differently. Keep the price, don't add a bonus. Say yes to the thing that scares you. Just do one thing differently every time you catch it. And that is how the rule changes. And number three, build the new evidence on purpose. Your brain keeps score. And right now, it's probably keeping the wrong score. Every flat month is proof the old rule is right. Every no is proof. Every time something went sideways is proof. That case is airtight. Now, what you need to do is start building the other case. Get a note in your phone. And every time a client says yes to your real price, write it down. Every time you held your price and didn't flinch, write it down. Every time you made a decision like the woman you're becoming, write it down. You're not collecting wins to feel good. You're training your brain to see a different truth because your brain will believe whatever case you hand it. And here's what I want you to walk away with today. The rules running your business were not written by you. They were written by a culture, a family, a set of movies that told us the happy ending is the woman who gives up her career, gives up her voice, and changes everything about herself and calls it love. Those rules were never built for what you're trying to build. You're not greedy for wanting more, you're not ungrateful, and you're not too much. You're a woman who decided to write different rules, and that is exactly what expansion requires.